After a crushing defeat in the Champions League final last season, Liverpool have been one of the busiest clubs in the transfer window, spending over £200 million. But who have they brought in to replace Emre Can? Will Loris Karius keep his #1 spot? And is anyone good enough to challenge Mo Salah's place? I've got the answers and more in the next few minutes as we look at Liverpool's starting 11 for next season. First up in goal is the new boy. It's the Brazilian shot stopper that's seen Liverpool absolutely smash the transfer record for a goalkeeper. Coming in at around £66.8 million, it's Alisson. Now, there's not really much surprise that Jurgen Klopp felt the need to look for a new goalkeeper after he watched the previous incumbent Loris Karius completely destroy his team's hopes of lifting the Champions League with 2 dreadful errors in the final. But finding the right keeper isn't always as easy as it seems. If they're that good, they're already playing at a good club, which means that you need to pay big to draw them away from a rival. And that's exactly what Klopp did. But if you thought Karius had it bad, spare a thought for Simon Mignolet, who wasn't even touted as a replacement for Karius. Instead, the Reds just went straight into the transfer market. Moving into the defence, and the left-back spot belongs to none other than Andy Robertson. Moreno did start last season as #1, but after an injury, Robertson stepped in and never looked back. And with Moreno potentially not even at Liverpool at the start of next season, it's definitely going to be Andy's spot. Across to right back, and a tale of injury, opportunity and an exciting youngster. Nathaniel Klein can't seem to regain full fitness, so in stepped Trent Alexander-Arnold to the right back spot. He took to it like a duck to water, had a quack... I'm just... Yeah, it's not even funny. He took to it like a duck to water, had a quacking season and definitely fits the bill. Okay, we're keeping that in there. In the heart of the defence, we have the self-proclaimed best player in the world alongside someone who, in my opinion, was a bit too expensive for a January signing. Now, if you're going to ask a Liverpool fan whether Virgil van Dijk is worth £75 million, they'd probably say yes after his debut goal against arch-rivals Everton. However, if he's worth £75 million, how much is Dejan Lovren worth, as he's a World Cup runner-up and apparently one of the best defenders in the world? I don't really know. All I do know is they'll definitely be the starting pair for Liverpool next season. Joel Matip has some good moments but isn't quite quality enough, and whilst youngster Joe Gomez is promising, he needs more minutes and much more learning in training before he's the finished article. Now, moving into midfield, in the defensive midfield role, there was a rather large Emre Can-shaped hole left after he left Liverpool for Juventus. So Klopp went out and filled it in the shape of Fabinho. The Brazilian moves from Monaco after a reported move to United broke down last season. So not only is this a one-upmanship on United, it's also a pretty good signing. James Milner could have filled in this role, but given his age and versatility, he's more likely to be kept on the bench to fill in wherever need be, rather than be a player for the future. The 2 centre midfielders in this side really pick themselves. Now, no offence to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Adam Lallana, who are often injured, but there's no way that Jurgen Klopp isn't going to be starting his captain alongside his new midfield maestro. Now, Oxlade-Chamberlain definitely is a class player, but in terms of action, box-to-box, energetic midfield play, it has to be Naby Keita. The RB Leipzig signing comes in and plays alongside the captain, Jordan Henderson. Say what you want about Henderson, but after his critics that he's had, he's definitely come through a better player. He's Liverpool captain and had a pretty decent summer for England in the World Cup. And although he's got great passing, he's not the best attacking player like Adam Lallana. But Liverpool don't really need him to attack because they have an excellent front three who can do that for him. And my God, do they do it well. Starting on the left is a slightly overshadowed attacker in Sadio Mane. Now, he was the real deal when he moved from Southampton 2 years ago. However, due to the form of a certain Egyptian player last season, everything he does is slightly overlooked and quite unfairly. However, even with Liverpool reportedly sniffing around Lyon's Nabil Fekir, I don't think Mane has to worry about his place in the starting 11. Moving across the front three and into the centre of attack, where we have a player whose teeth are so bright, the defenders are never going to be able to see him. Roberto Firmino. Even if the likes of Sturridge and Origi were fit, they still wouldn't take his place in the team, as on his day, Firmino can be an absolute world beater. As for Danny Sturridge, I don't know what it is, but he really annoys me. It'd be like playing FIFA where you can only run or shoot. The guy doesn't pass, cross, header, nothing. He just hopes he gets fouled or he's there for the tap-ins. A real waste of talent at Liverpool. So Sturridge ran over and we come to the jewel in Liverpool's crown. The king of Anfield. The player with the most goals scored in a 38-game season. It's Mo Salah. The guy is absolutely adored at Anfield, and to be honest, the only person who won't be completely obsessing over him is new signing Xherdan Shaqiri, as the better Mo Salah plays, the less minutes Shaqiri will get in the team. Still, you can't blame Jurgen Klopp for looking to his key man to fire the Reds to glory this season, so I'm sure Shaqiri will be 100% behind him, literally. So there we have it, my potential Liverpool 11 for next season. Personally, I think they could challenge Man City for the title. However, the defence is always going to be a big question mark. What do you guys think though? Let me know in the comments below about any players you would have had in or out and where Liverpool really can finish this season. Until next time, I'll see you later.